Merchant House.
Merchant House in Vilnius, a hotel, tavern and marketplace under one roof. Did you know where the first shopping centre existed in Vilnius? Not far from the Gate of Dawn, where the Vilnius Philharmonic is today.
Oh, Ivan, guten Tag! Ah, Johan, привет!
Ivan is a merchant from Moscow. He's brought furs to Vilnius, and they are magnificent. Wolf, fox and sable. And Johan is a trader from Königsberg. He'd love to buy those furs and sell them somewhere in the west, but he couldn't just buy them directly from Ivan. Lithuanian laws didn't allow it. Those rules were made to protect the merchants of Vilnius, so they could buy up the furs and sell them abroad. In the world of free market capitalism, this all sounds a bit strange, but that's how trade was regulated in 16th century Vilnius. Similar laws existed in other cities abroad too, like Gdansk. To ensure that trade was properly organised, Vilnius established Merchant House, a two-storey Gothic building with two spacious walled courtyards. The complex was expanded in later years. Vilnius's merchants were active in many places. Their interests in the east reached as far as Moscow, in the north to Tallinn and to Antwerp in the west and Istanbul in the south. Merchant House came about in part because Vilnius residents had been bothering Alexander Jagellon for some time. "Gracious leader, things are not right. Traders are arriving from Moscow, Novgorod, Pskov, Tver and other lands. They sell what they wish to whomever they wish." And to add more weight to their complaint, they always added, "And among those traders, there just may be spies." Alexander then decreed that foreign merchants were required to report to Vilnius authorities, pay an arrival tax and arrange accommodation at Merchant House, and nowhere else. But wherever there are restrictions, there are those who violate them. Some foreigners thumbed their noses at the law and found lodgings with acquaintances in Vilnius. They'd also get around the rules prohibiting trade with other foreigners. Despite all that, Merchant House thrived for its first 100 years. It had room for only about 50 residents and was home to Greeks, Poles, Wallachians, Turks and mostly Muscovites, which is why the place was sometimes known as Moscow House. Upon entering, you'd find yourself in the trading halls. There was also buying and selling taking place in the courtyards. Boarding rooms are on the second floor, the cellars and storerooms for food, drink and merchant goods. A scale stood by the entrance gate. In the evenings, everyone would gather in the Merchant House tavern. Pans sizzled and pots gurgled in the kitchen. Voices clattered away in the main hall, and beer and more serious drinks flowed freely. In other words, it was a proper shopping and entertainment centre of old. Merchant House was closed with the fall of the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth, but the building continued to be occupied and remained busy. At various times over the years, it was home to a vinegar distillery, a hotel, shops, a police station, a jail, and a fire station. In the early 20th century, Merchant House was refurbished from the ground up and is today Lithuania's most prestigious concert hall.